Cetaphil makes great stuff. There's another company that makes CeraVe. Cetaphil and CeraVe are probably some of the best, and Walmart makes an equate brand that's similar to both of those because they're kind of expensive. The key to this kind of to treating the skin in the winter months is avoiding long hot showers, avoiding fragranced lotions, putting lotion on after every single time your hands get wet. So if you wash your hands, you put lotion on right afterward. Using unscented soaps, so things like Dove unscented, Aveeno, Caress, Cetaphil. There's a Cetaphil body wash. When you use those soaps, you're not going to dry out as much. You get out of the shower, you don't scrape yourself with a towel. You pat yourself dry, and then you put these lotions on. Within about 3 minutes of getting out of the shower, that seals the moisture in, and it really would help control some of the symptoms of dry skin. Proactive is like a swear word because the advertising is misleading, and people think that it's this great drug and or a great medicine or cleanser or whatever. The problem with things like Proactive and all the other products that are similar to that is that they can be overly aggressive. So if you use a cleanser with beads, it's supposed to be helping with exfoliation, helping to get rid of some of the dead skin cells. It opens up your pores, and at first, most people really like it. It makes their skin smooth and soft, and if you don't have acne-prone skin, sometimes it's nice. But for a lot of people, though, it creates inflammation that makes your skin peel, or it makes you break out. Keratosis pilaris is caused by keratin. This stuff is this is getting too technical, but this urea is a keratolytic, so it dissolves the keratin, and that's what helps the bump go away. The way I treat it is I tell people to use lots of moisturizers. There is a prescription cream that I like that has a combination of moisturizer, because it's a dry skin problem, a steroid, because steroids are anti-inflammatory, so it's like putting lotion on it, and then another medication called urea that dissolves the little plug that's making the bump.
Hey guys, it's Kylie. I recently went to a dermatologist just to get a few pointers for myself and for my friends or people who are watching this video, if there is anybody watching these videos, and he recommended products to me that were sometimes kind of outrageously priced, and then other things that I could actually buy at like Walmart or something. And so I came home after I bought them and I started using a few of them to see if I like them or not and if I would recommend them to anybody else. So the dermatologist and I talked about those red bumps that a lot of women get on the back of their arms or sometimes even all over their body, and how it's keratin actually that's forming those bumps and not acne. But one of the things that he recommended is actually this Eucerin cream. And there it is. It is a Plus Intensive Repair Body Cream, and as you can tell, my bottle is almost gone because I've used it so much. And another thing that helps them is the sun. So I would say getting out in the sun as much as you can. This bottle is dermatologist recommended, as you can see on it as well, and it's kind of more on the expensive side, but a little of it goes a long way. So buy some and see if it works for yourself. Another product that I'm going to be talking to you guys is actually something that my hairdresser recommended to me when I was breaking out a ton and I had no idea why. And they're basically like these little thin circular pads that are filled with something that almost feels and smells like alcohol, and it kind of burns when you put it on your face. But it does clear up your stuff because it's anti-blemish remover, and it says to make sure to use it once or twice a day. One thing that it also says is that it can dry out your skin, but I make sure that I always do it right before I go to bed and right before I put on any sort of makeup. And another thing that I've also tried that I really like is a variety of Neutrogena products. And one of those things is this little on-the-spot acne treatment. And it's really tiny, and same thing goes for this, that a little can go a long way. And I kind of just put it all over my face, and it usually does the trick. After I do that, then I use this Smashbox product, the dark spot corrector. And a little goes a long way with this one too, and I just kind of put it all over my face, and then it says that to make sure that you use sunscreen, and so get an oil-free sunscreen. One that I would recommend is the Neutrogena one, of course, because I'm a super duper fan of Neutrogena, and it's pretty light, and it doesn't get like filmy when you rub it on, and it just goes on really nice and smooth, so that's what I like about it. The next step that I do after the moisturizer is I put on my foundation. And one of the foundations that I've tried that I like for when I'm breaking out is the Neutrogena Skin Clearing Oil-Free Makeup. And I like this because it doesn't do the best coverage, I must admit, but it makes me feel better about my breakouts when I put it on because it's supposed to help them. And I know that it actually does help them in the long run. You won't see results like right away, but you will see them after like a week or so. But one of the things, I think I read it on Cosmopolitan, I'm pretty sure, they had this link that I clicked on that was like the 10 best makeup products that, you know, celebrity makeup artists recommend. And that was this Maybelline Fit Me foundation. And it's the Dewy Smooth one. They have two different kinds, but this was the one that was recommended. The other one is the matte one, which I've heard is also good, but this was the #1 one. And I love it. It has an SPF in it, and it goes on so smooth and has great coverage, and it blends really, really well into my skin tone. Another thing that goes along with that is caring for your brushes or your beauty blenders. And a lot of people use things like dishwasher soap with olive oil, or there are a bunch of different concoctions that you can use and clean your brushes, like even your shampoo will probably work. The only reason why I got this is because Bare Minerals was having a really good sale, and I had never washed my brushes before. I know, so bad. But this will condition your brushes, and so you just put a little dab of it and it lasts forever. You put a little dab in a cup and you put some lukewarm water in it, brush your brushes around, lay them flat to dry. Make sure that your brush is angled downward and not up, because then the water will get into the brush and actually ruin it. So make sure that it's always pointed downward so that the water is running down. But yeah, make sure to wash your brushes about 1 to 2 times every 1 or 2 weeks. Depending on how crazy you are or how bad your breakouts are, it probably will just depend. But make sure that you clean them, because if not, then all the nasty that's on your face is getting on your brushes, and then use that every single day. So clean them for sure. This is a mini starter kit for Dermalogica, and what I love about this product is that there are different products for if you're washing your face at morning or at night. So basically I follow these steps, but a couple of things I wanted to talk about are that when I wash my face, I prefer to do it outside of the shower, because washing your face in really, really hot water isn't good for it. So make sure you wash it in very lukewarm water. Another thing I wanted to emphasize is that when you dry your face after washing it, be sure to softly pat it dry so that your pores can breathe and your skin is good and clean afterwards. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.